Hey guys, Ivan Brent here and welcome to my review of the Ender 3 Max, a 3D printer from Creality that I bought in May 2022. In this video, I'm going to go over the assembly process, its important features, specifications, and printing output of this machine. Also, we'll take a look at the pros and cons of the Ender 3 Max and whether it's worth the investment. So, let's get started. I ordered this printer from MakerLab Electronics. See their Shopee link in the description. And they provided a free 1 kg PLA Plus filament. The printer comes in a large card box with the Creality logo on it, and it has an adequate protection. So you will receive a filament, a user manual with the necessary screws for assembly, wrenches and screwdriver, a metal blade, diagonal plier, a micro SD card and a USB card reader, a spool holder, a screen kit, a power component, and the pre-assembled printer base with a gantry frame. It was my first time to assemble a 3D printer and I finished it in 1 to 2 hours, but other people might do it in under 30 minutes. Before starting with the assembly process, I removed the glass bed and checked the circuits of the printer base. First step is to install the gantry frame. So position the printer base and place the gantry frame and tighten it with the M5x65 socket head cap screws. And do not forget to check if your gantry frame is aligned with the printer base. Second step is to install the power supply. So install the power supply in the right side of the gantry frame with the M4x25 screw. Do not forget to check if your power supply is set at 220 volts, but this depends on the country you are living in. Third step is to install the screen kit. So install the screen kit in the right side of the printer base. So you'll need M5x10 screws. Fourth step is to install the spool holder at the left side of the printer base. Fifth step is to insert the glass bed in the printer base. Sixth step is to install the cables from the printer base to the gantry frame. So each cable has its yellow tag to help you determine which X, E, Z axis stepper motors or the X and Z axis limit switches you will connect with the cable. Seventh step is to level the bed. Make sure to put your nozzle in a home position and preheat the nozzle and bed before inserting a band paper in between. Then you try to move the band paper back and forth, and if it's loose, you adjust the screw under the bed till you feel a little tightness. Then you move onto the other corners of the bed. Next step is to load the filament. After preheating your nozzle, you can insert the filament into the small hole of the runout sensor to the extruder until there's a filament flowing out of the nozzle, which means that the filament has been loaded. Last step is to start printing. Convert your 3D model into a G-code file and save it in a micro SD card and insert it in the printer. So that's the easy steps of assembling a 3D printer, and happy printing everyone. Let's move on to the features of this printer, and this has a lot to offer. It has a build volume of 300 by 300 by 340 millimeters, which is significantly larger than any Ender 3's printers. The printer also has a heating carborundum glass bed and a dual fan cooling setup for the hot end and a single gear extruder. Other features include a filament runout sensor and a screen interface with easy controls. Overall, the Ender 3 Max has a solid set of features that make it a great option for both beginners and experienced users. In terms of specs, it comes with a 0.4mm nozzle. Its hot end temperature can reach as high as 260 degrees Celsius, and its bed temperature can reach up to 100 degrees Celsius. You can also change the nozzle size if you want a faster printing time or a higher quality print. The printer is compatible with any range of filaments, including PLA, ABS, and TPU. Overall, the Ender 3 Max has solid specs that make it a versatile and reliable printer. Now let's take a look at the printing output of the Ender 3 Max. I've been using this printer for almost a year now, and I have to say that I'm impressed with the quality of the prints. The printer is able to produce smooth and precise prints with good accuracy and minimal layer lines. I've printed a variety of objects like Lithophanes, Vandal Weapon in Valorant, Thor's Millionaire, drone parts, and other functional parts. And the Ender 3 Max has performed well in all cases. Of course, the printing output will depend on the settings you use, but overall, the Ender 3 Max has exceeded my expectations. Moving on to the pros and cons of the Ender 3 Max, there are a few things to consider. On the plus side, the printer has a large build volume, good features, and solid specs. It's also easy to assemble and use, and it comes at a reasonable price point. However, there are some downsides to consider as well. For me, the printer can be a bit noisy during operation, especially when printing at high speeds, and you need some upgrades if you are printing in TPU. Overall, though, I think the pros outweigh the cons. Finally, let's answer the question of whether the Ender 3 Max is worth the investment. In my opinion, it definitely is. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your comments down below and help me reach 1000 subscribers to create more gadget reviews by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And please like the video. See you again.